You want FSBO listings? Make sure you avoid all of the mistakes I cover in this video. Okay, in this video, I'm gonna share with you the 7 most common mistakes that I see real estate agents making when going after for sale by owner listings. And at the end of this video, meet me in the comment section so I can answer all of your questions. And on your way, I've done something I've never done before. I put a link in the description for a free demo of my for sale by owner training program. Make sure you check that out. Okay, number 7 on our list of most common mistakes I see agents making going after for sale by owners is never take the bait. You see, what happens is when you prospect for sale by owners, and you know this to be true if you ever have, the for sale by owner is gonna tell you all kinds of things on why they're never gonna list their home. I'm never gonna pay a commission. I've got an agent in the business. Most agents are taking the bait. Now, my students know what that means, but essentially that is when an agent hears the words, right? They hear what the person is saying and they're taking it literally. You see, what happens is for sale by owners are gonna tell you anything they can. You are the enemy. They're selling because they don't want to work with you. So they're gonna say all kinds of things. What agents need to stop doing is taking those words that a for sale by owner says today as literal. Why? Well, here's the truth. The reality is for sale by owners say all kinds of things that simply aren't true. Over time, I list for sale by owners all the time, and so do my students. When originally the for sale by owner says, Brandon, I'm never going to list my home yet. 6 weeks later, I'm signing a listing contract. Stop taking the bait. Most of us in our life say things at a certain time when we're feeling a certain way, and then just a couple days later, when we feel a different way, we say stuff that's completely contradictory to what we just said a few days before. Well, when you understand this, the for sale by owner does the same thing. Of course they don't want to list their house with you today. Of course they don't want to pay a commission. Don't take it literally. Number 6 on our list today is agents are trying to list the for sale by owners over the phone. It is virtually impossible to list someone's property with no relationship, never meeting them, never seeing the home. It is virtually impossible to list that property. Now, can it happen? Maybe, sometimes, sure. But for the vast majority of the time, you're gonna have to have some semblance of a relationship. You're gonna have to see the property. You're gonna have to meet with this seller at some point in time. And so wouldn't it only make sense that you stop trying to list the property over the telephone? Because what needs to happen before you list that home? Oh yeah, that's right. You have to go and meet the person. You have to have a relationship. One of the common mistakes that I'm seeing is that agents are trying to use fancy words to convince the person to list the property over the phone. It's not gonna happen. Think about this. If you are in any type of relationship, whether you're married or not, rarely have you found somebody proposing to their spouse for the very first time over the phone without ever meeting them. Yet, that's what traditional real estate coaching is training you and I to do. Stop doing it. It's not going to work. Focus on what is the next part of the sales process. Well, when you're prospecting for sale by owners or any lead source for that matter, the phone call is designed to do one thing. Never forget this. It is designed to get you a face-to-face appointment. Number 5 on our list today is one of the things I see so much, and it's not your fault, and that is agents are trying to convince FSBO'S that they are wrong for selling on their own and that selling with an agent is a much better idea. Now, is that true? That's highly debatable, right? Do I believe that that I can sell a for sale by owners property for more money, help them net more money, help them have a better experience? Yes. However, trying to convince that to a for sale by owner on the first day or the first week that they are trying to sell their home on their own is the same thing as trying to convince somebody to change religions. It's like trying to get somebody to change their beliefs on their political views. Virtually impossible. Yet, this is what traditional real estate agent coaching training is teaching us. They're teaching you, the real estate agent, go out into the marketplace, pick up the phone, hammer them with high pressure sales tactics, explain to the for sale by owner why they are wrong for selling on their own, convince them that selling with you is better. Wrong. Terrible idea. If you've ever tried it, you know how difficult this is. Stop trying to convince them they're wrong. Wouldn't it just make sense, and I'm going to show you this at the end of the video, that if you could just stay with them, stay agreeable, let them go through the process of selling on their own, let them deal with the pain on their own. Number 4 on our list today, one of the most common things that I'm seeing is that agents are not following up. They think they're looking for the instant gratification. They're looking for the quick fix. They're looking for the shiny object, the magic pill. Well, with for sale by owners, the agents, the students, the people that win big with for sale by owners understand that the majority of their results, their success, is going to be in playing the long game. Following up with the for sale by owner for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks out into the future before you get that listing. And agents are commonly trying to break that. They're trying to pressure the for sale by owners to shorten that curve so they can get a deal today. They can get paid today. It just doesn't work that way. You need to put a follow-up system in place. I made a video on my entire follow-up system right here. Go check that out after this video so you can know exactly what to do to follow up consistently so that you have the greatest opportunity to get the listing. Number 3 on our list of common mistakes is agents, unfortunately it's the truth, are selfish. You see, they're calling for sale by owners, they're calling every lead for that matter on what that person or what that lead can do for them. They're looking to make money off their commission rather than helping the person successfully solve their problem. Oh, what's their problem? That's right, moving. So we've got to get out of this mindset of with our hands out, right? If you're a real estate agent and you're watching this, this is gonna make a lot of sense to you. It's the same thing with all of these lenders and all of these title people and all of these insurance people calling you every single day with their hands out. They're constantly asking you for your business, constantly asking you for your referrals without a relationship, without contributing anything to your business. And so how do you respond to those people? Oh yeah, you don't do any business with them. So why would this be any different? You see, the agents that do the best with for sale by owners, and I know a lot of real estate trainers and gurus give me a hard time about this, but you actually have to care. You actually want to help people because as you're communicating, your message is going to be very, very clear. Either you're out for yourself, you're out to make money, or B, you're out to help people, and through helping people, you make money. And I'm telling you guys, the agents that can communicate that the best are gonna win with for sale by owners. Number 2 on our list of most common mistakes is agents are arguing with FSBO'S about price at the wrong time. Why in the world, I cannot figure this out, why in the world would you or any other real estate agent argue with a for sale by owner about price when you're not even ready to list the property? It's probably one of the worst things that you can do if you're going to succeed listing a for sale by owner. Now, here's why. Check this out. It makes absolute 0 sense for you to talk to a for sale by owner the first or second time or even at the FSBO appointment and get into an argument with a for sale by owner why their price is too high, why it's never going to sell like that. That is the fastest way for you not to get the listing. You don't need to be talking about price right now. Remember, let the FSBO go through the process of selling their home on their own, right? Let them deal with buyers beating them up on price. Let them deal with all the other agents, your competition who haven't watched this video yet. Let them argue them about price. All of that's going to help you, because the only time you should be talking about price is when you've agreed to list the property and the seller has agreed to do business with you. And the number one reason why agents are not listing for sale by owners, the number one mistake that I see is agents are not being patient. Let me show you this. In this report, what you're looking at right now is something that I show all of my students. This graph is the secret to listing for sale by owners. And I made a video about this right here that you can go and check out after this video that explains this graph in much detail, but it's very simple. You see, the likelihood of a for sale by owner listing their property with you, the realtor, within the first couple of days, even the first couple of weeks of selling on their own is very, very unlikely. Now, you watching this, you're saying, yeah, Brandon, I would agree with that. Okay, great. If you agree with that, then you would also agree that it doesn't make any sense trying to do all of the things that we talked about in this video. Trying to convince them that selling on their own is a bad idea. Trying to convince them to list their house over the phone. Taking the bait or taking their objection on, hey, I'm not gonna list my property with an agent. All of those are bad ideas. Why? Because the likelihood of a for sale by owner goes up over time. So if you can understand this, you have a great opportunity to dominate the for sale by owners in your marketplace, because you won't make any of these mistakes early on. You will allow the for sale by owner to go through the process of selling and going through the pain on their own. You will follow up with value over time. You will become the obvious choice for the for sale by owner over their 4, 6, 8 week period of time, because you'll be the only agent in the marketplace who hasn't pressured them at the wrong time. So in the comments section below this video, I'm gonna hang out for about the next hour or so to answer all of your questions, giving you all the clarity that you need on everything that we covered in this video today. So I'll meet you down there. And then on your way, make sure that you grab the link to my free demo of my for sale by owner training program, which I've never done, by the way. So grab that on your way down to the comments section. And there you have it. Those are the 7 most common mistakes that I'm seeing agents make when working for sale by owners. Hopefully you got a lot of value out of today's video. Make sure you like the video if it did provide you value, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you guys so much for watching.